Hello and welcome to the new Ford Everest. Now I know what you're thinking, the Ford Everest isn't new, it's been on the market for 2 years already, but there have been two big changes. Firstly, Ford's 2.2 litre turbo diesel is now available in the Everest, and secondly, this car is now built in South Africa. Yes, when the first Ford Everest arrived, it was very nice, but it was also very expensive. And so Ford South Africa decided to invest 2.5 billion rand into their local plants and just build the thing locally. And that means the price has come down significantly. You can now get into the Everest range for 458,000 rand. That will bag you the entry-level 2.2 XLS manual model, which importantly is about the same price as the equivalent Toyota Fortuner. This car, however, is the more luxurious XLT 4x2 Auto model. It will cost you 501,000 rand, but it comes with a number of fancy options as standard, such as leather seats and Ford's Sync 3 infotainment system, which you'll find over here. Now you might have guessed that Sync 3 is an update over Sync 2, and it is. And the biggest difference that I can tell is that it has had a thorough redesign. Sync 2 was a bit fiddly, and what I like about this change is that all the options are big and clear and you can just stab at them. It makes it a lot easier while you're on the move. There are also now 2 USB ports to charge and connect your devices. And I really like it in here. It's quite premium but also quite durable. It's very modern and it's very spacious. I feel like I'm sitting in my lounge, like I could just put my feet up and read the paper. Although no one reads papers anymore, but you know what I mean. Something I really enjoy about the Everest is the steering setup. It's very light and that makes it easy to park and hustle around town, even though it is such a big car. But a nice touch is that a reverse camera and park distance control are fitted as standard to all models.
The Everest is very practical. It is a 7-seater, and while the third row is a bit tight for adults, it's great for kids. You'll most likely have the third row of seats folded flat though, and in this configuration, the boot space is impressively large. But with a really easy one-touch operation, the second row of seats also fold flat, and this opens up a huge load area, which can fit just about anything.
The Everest is capable of forward progress mostly because it has an engine and a gearbox. I've got the 6-speed auto here, which I think is great for everyday driving and especially sitting in traffic. But if you're a fan of clutches, you can order the 6-speed manual. This 2.2 litre is obviously down on power compared to the bigger 3.2. However, with 118 kilowatts and 385 Newton meters, it's actually rated to tow exactly the same, up to 3 tons of a braked trailer. So if you enjoy moving horses around, you don't have to worry that you don't have the bigger engine. It also has trailer sway assist for extra stability. The engine is quiet, especially at idle, but it can get a bit noisy under hard acceleration. Although, that being said, it never really feels like it's trying too hard, and it's difficult to imagine why you'd need to spend 60,000 rand more on the bigger 3.2 litre engine. Obviously, this 4x2 model isn't great for off-roading, but I think it will be very good on gravel roads. It's got high ground clearance, tall sidewall tyres, and a relatively soft suspension, which all means it should eat up mile after mile of dirt road. And unless you're a 4x4 enthusiast, I think that's all you needed to do. And lastly, and maybe most importantly, is fuel consumption. You might be hoping that by buying the smaller engine that you'll be saving money at the pumps, and you'd be right. We're averaging about 9.5 litres to the 100 in this car, which is probably about 10 to 20% better than the 3.2 litre. So it's not a massive saving, but it will add up. And of course, your biggest saving here is on the purchase price. I like the Everest. It makes me feel rugged. I mean, yesterday I was clean shaven, and today, look at this. It's pretty good on gravel roads, it's great and comfortable on normal roads, it's got all the modern features you'd hope for, it's very spacious inside, and it looks really good, which is increasingly important in this segment. I think with the new pricing, the Everest is as competitive as ever, and I think I might just like it a little bit more than the Toyota Fortuner. But tell us which one is your favorite in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.